Hi folks, we've got a great program for you today. We're with Mike O'Donnell at Quail Ridge Kennel in Connecticut. And Mike, what are you going to work with? Well, first of all, welcome to Dogs Afield.
Hello, Paul.
What are you going to show us today?
We're going to talk about what I call foundation skills for puppies. And it's all based on dogs that we see coming in here lacking some of the very basic or fundamental skills necessary for a good family dog and to set the right base for us to build a good hunting dog on.
Wonderful, very good. And what age dogs are we going to be working with?
Today we've got two litter mates, Buck and Dakota, both Quail Ridge dogs. They're 4.5 months old. But the things I'm talking about today, I want to start right when I get my puppy home. I want to start with that young,
probably about 8 weeks or so.
8-9-week-old puppy.
Yeah.
The sooner our young dogs are so primed for learning when they're that age that we'd be foolish not to take advantage of that opportunity.
Wonderful. Let's get going.
All right. Very good.
Well, we have a great 3-part series for you, and that is Foundation Puppy Training, Shaping Your Puppy for Future Work. And it's with Mike O'Donnell from Quail Ridge Kennel. And Mike is a professional trainer. He's been at this a long time, and he's done other programs with us, and they've been very popular. So this is a 3-part series. The first part will be mostly crate training, and it'll talk about how we're going to get our dog trained for crates. And then the second part is mostly table training and how we shape our dog on the table for future training. And then the third episode is all about groundwork and leash work. So it's very good. I hope you watch all 3 series so you get a good foundation on what your puppy should learn early on, and you being the leader, you being the person that controls the situation. Enjoy. Dogs Afield, presented by Native Performance Dog Food, providing performance diets for the canine athlete, and brought to you in part by RST, manufacturers of short chamber low pressure shot shells, Mud River Dog Products, fundamentally changing the expectations of the hunter and dog enthusiast. Pete Shoe Dryer, inventor of the footwear dryer, takes on the nuisance of foot odor. Thorogood, job-fitted footwear, handcrafted in America since 1892. Visit thoroughgoodusa.com for a dealer near you. Merkel Shotguns, made with pure passion and reliable craftsmanship that never fades.
So what prompted me to suggest this episode was experiences that I have here at the kennel as a trainer and experiences I have within the NAVTA chapters as well, the Southern New England chapter that I'm associated with and other chapters that I visit. What we see is a lot of young dogs that just don't have the foundation skills that are important to have for the dog to start developing into that more advanced hunting dog that we're looking for. Those same foundation skills are just important skills for a dog to have as our general home companion. So I'm hoping that I can show people some things today that they can apply to their young dogs that are going to make their life easier and make their training process go quicker for them or more smoothly for them. Some of the gear that we'll need to do it, we start out with just a collar. I like to use these biothane, urethane collars, the buckle type collar. It's got a D-ring on it. We can adjust it, but they're very, very sturdy. One thing I would say that I don't particularly care for is these collars like this. A lot of them have a plastic buckle. They're convenient, they're easy to find at a lot of the pet stores, but especially the plastic buckle ones will separate easily. So we could have our dog in a situation near traffic, something like that, and it just twists and it pops off. So I really, really enjoy these. I know what's popular with these two is the units that have an O-ring in them on the other half. One of our puppies today has one of those on. Again, I don't particularly care for them, especially on an older dog, because if you've got that dog and your finger gets into that ring and that dog starts spinning on you, you're gonna do a number on your finger, possibly even break it. Another thing that I'm a big fan of is the Wonder Lead. This was developed by Delmar Smith. It's the Delmar Smith Wonder Lead. Rick and Ronnie Smith still do plenty of seminars where they show their whole system using this, the silent command system. But it's just a tremendous training tool. an easy tool to put on the dog, take off, to carry around with us. It's a very, very sturdy plastic kind of rope. It's not something that you're gonna go to the hardware store, find the material, make your own. If this is a tool that you want to use, just go ahead, go to one of the good online retailers and get yourself a Wonder Lead. I'm going to talk about a drag line, a puppy drag line, and that's all this is. It's a piece of like good cord, small brass swivel snap that we'll put on the puppy, and this is where we start teaching them to deal with some pressure situations, and then just a longer version of it. As the dog gets older, we've got a little sturdier buckle that we can put on it and use and go about our business with that. So that's something else we have is our treats. You know, I use treats early on to try and shape behaviors with the dog, to try and show them what the behavior is we're looking for, and then we get away from them. But with our young puppies, we can accomplish so much by enticing them with some of those treats. This is just a soft treat. It's a bar, but I break it up into little pieces. I have it in my pocket, ready to pop. I like treats that are soft and that the dog can chew fast, so that I'm not waiting for them to finish it before I try and do another repetition. You could take and get turkey hot dogs, cut them into little thin slices, put them on a paper towel in a microwave them for about 15 seconds, let them dry out, pat the oil, and those make great treats too. The dogs love them. And then lastly, something you may want to use, that you may have to use with some of your real renegades, is a prong collar. This is just a smaller prong collar. I know there's going to be controversy amongst some of you about prong collars. There's the nomenclatures of spike collars and pinch collars and stuff like that, but it's not. It's contact points. I can pull as hard as I can. I'm not puncturing my skin. I'm not pinching my skin. It's just a bunch of contact points that the dog can clearly know are happening. And that's all our training is based on: understanding contact, understanding pressure, and giving into pressure. So it's a great tool for that. Again, I know some of you may just not have it in you to use it because of how it looks to you. I would suggest anybody that's unsure, give it a try, work with somebody who's used them, and I think you'll find that they're just a great tool. So that's our equipment that we're looking at today, along with our training table and obviously crates that we're going to be dealing with, but that's where we start out. So why don't we go over to the crates, and we'll talk about teaching our dog to crate and remain in the crate and those things.
Okay.
So let's talk about crating our dogs. Something that seems to be happening more and more often is there seems to be this badge of honor for people to be able to claim, my dog doesn't need a crate anymore. I can leave my dog, or my dog's this and that. And they're talking about a dog that's 4 months old, 6 months old, 7, 8, 9. I don't understand it. To me, crates are great training tools. But beyond that, they're a place that keeps our dog safe and secure, and it teaches our dog to deal with some forced downtime. And we're going to get stuff like this at first when it happens. So when we're going to get a puppy out of a crate, we've already got him there. So let's start with getting the puppy out of the crate before he takes our whole blanket here. But I want the puppy to know that this open door is not a green light, that he needs to just wait. He's so distracted here. Pup. No. So I'm going to just have him go back, or I'm going to close the door. This is what I want. I want that pup saying, okay, I'm waiting. I'm a teammate. I'm ready for you to let me know what you want. I give a little release. Come on, pup. And then out he comes. And then we're ready to do what we want. On a tailgate like this, I just want him to come to the tailgate. I can then go ahead and hook him up, bring him down to the ground, and be on our way, start our training, do what we're going to do. While he's right here on the tailgate, I just really want to stress to people, when we have young dogs like this, it is not wise to let them jump off this tailgate. Again, it seems to be, some people take pride in it, watching their dog jump off. This guy's got bones and joints that are still developing. They have a long ways to go before they're all finalized. We let him put an impact like that on his front end, it's just going to be problematic down the road. A lot of problems, or cause a serious injury. When it comes time to go in the crate, we just get the dog up there, get him up at the beginning, kennel, use whatever word you want. What I want to discourage is tossing the treat in to get the dog to go in. That's bribery to me. That dog's not going in for me, he's going in for the treat. I want my dog to learn, you're going in the crate because I've told you to go in the crate, it's time for you to go in the crate. So again, I open the door. I can extend how long I make him wait. I don't want to keep saying wait, 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 wait. I don't even use whoa at this point. This is if I'm going to try and use a command, it is just wait. But I'm just going to say it, wait. Give the release. Okay, pup, pup, pup. And then I'll tap here to help him understand it's okay to come out now. Good. Good pup. But that's what we want to build on. Obviously, this guy's had exposure to a crate already. It gets that easy when we do it. So in the evening, when it's time for him to go to bed, into your crate, you can give him the treat after he's in the crate, but not as a bribe for going in the crate. So there, he doesn't want to go, kennel. We're just going to make it happen. And again, I want this, that once he's in there, he's not going. So yeah, you did a good job. You did a really good job, buddy. So you're all set. The other thing I like to do is feed my dogs in the crate. This comes in very handy when we're traveling on the road. Our dogs are kenneled. If we go someplace where the dogs have to be in a crate or kennel, I want to be able to feed them there. It adds to the comfort for them. It makes the place seem more secure. So when we go to feed in the crate, I still get a chance to practice patience. You know, all this stuff that we're going to be talking about comes down to teaching impulse control, patience, teamwork, work for me, work with me. And we've got these guys are chow hounds. You know, he's on it. They want this food, but I'm not going to let him just dive into it. Every time he goes to get fed, no, wait. There's wait. Okay to eat. Go ahead and eat. He's already had breakfast, so we're not going to let him go all into it. But same thing, don't come flying out. He's making it look easier than it's going to be for your pup the first few times. It's depending on how much structure you've given your puppy yet. But it's nothing to get frustrated about. You don't want him, no, yelling at the dog. Stay calm. Again, it's real easy here on the tailgate. I'm at a good level. If it's on the floor, you're down there kneeling down and doing it. So it's just practice back and forth. Good boy. He started to come out. I'm not yelling at him, and I'm not going to cram that door closed on him. It's just boom. Matter of fact. I want it to just be matter of fact. We shouldn't be worried about hurting our puppy's feelings, and that seems to be the way people approach things nowadays. I don't want to make my puppy not like me. I don't want to make my puppy hate me. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt its feelings. The more structure, the more consistency that we give to our dogs, the more they're going to connect with us, the more they're going to look to us as a leader, and the more they're just going to want to work, be with us. So it shouldn't be, oh, I'm afraid of hurting his feelings at all. So let's try with this guy. See what this guy's going to do for us. He's a little bit more of a renegade, but he's not going to show that. He's happy. You know, people, this is a perfect example that people don't even like crating their puppies because the puppies think of it as torture, prison. So many people refer to these as prison. My dog did something wrong and I put him in his prison. This is a comforting spot for this dog. This is hey, I'm okay, I'm happy, I'm fine. So we'll give him a chance here. So yeah, he's going to stand up. He knows that food's coming. And you see him being a lot more lively. Wait. No, wait. Okay. Good boy. Oh boy, you're going to gobble it all down. So now let's see what happens. That food's right there. He may want to come out. And I have to be ready. But that's it. It's just, there it is, buddy boy. And so again, I can say, hey, you did a great job. Here's a treat for doing a good job for me. No resentment, nothing screaming, yelling for me, no resentment about anything going on here. This is just the place where you go when you need downtime, when I can't keep my eyes on you. If you have a dog at home and you can't be supervising them the whole time, they should be in a crate. That's what's going to keep them from chewing something up, ingesting a sock, and ending up at the vet for a surgery, going to the bathroom on the floor. This is what makes housebreaking go so fast. My pup comes out of the crate, we go outside, do our business, come back in, have some supervised playtime. If I can't supervise you, we'll go back in our crate. Something I want to talk about with the crates is that early on, you're going to put a puppy in a crate, and they're going to have a meltdown. And that's not a meltdown happening. That's a puppy looking for attention and saying, hey, I want to come on out and be with the cameraman. But you're going to have a puppy that just wail and scream and you know, the one thing you can't do at that point is give in and go and open that crate. The puppy only comes out of the crate when he's quiet for a period of time. This guy can't come out of his crate. I'm not even going to pay any attention to him. This guy's nice and quiet. He's minding his own business. Come on, pup. Come on, pup, pup, pup. This other guy's going to get fired up as a result of it. But that dog didn't deserve to come out of his crate yet because he was pushy. He was demanding. He's saying, hey, I want to do something. I want to come out. This is on our terms. All this is on our terms. You're my buddy. You're my hunting pal. I'm going to rely on you in the field. Kennel. Kennel. But I'm the leader, so you've got to do it on my terms. So if I got a puppy that's acting up in the crate, just having a meltdown, you ignore it. Don't stare at them. Don't try and comfort them. The only feedback they're getting is that we're okay with that. We responded to that meltdown. To them, that means it's good because we responded, we reacted. It's when we don't react, it's when we ignore it, that they start to realize it has no effect, that it doesn't get the desired result that they're looking for. We're going to make them show us the result that we want, and that is, I want a dog that's quiet. I want a dog that's being patient and go about it. Now, understand, obviously they're puppies, and it's not going to be 100% right off the hop. Again, he's having some issues right now, so he's not coming out. I'm going to want to use both these puppies for some of the other work, but to stay true to training, he's not going to come out if he's doing that noise. I'm going to let him go. He's curious. He wants to get a hold of that blanket to just try and have his way with it, and that's enough distraction to help him settle in. I was going to go to the door there because he stood quiet for a moment. He's quiet. I can come to the door. I still expect that behavior of waiting. I don't want their nose I barely want their nose to break that plane right now of that open door. I definitely don't want feet coming out. Good boy. Atta boy, come on. So I'm just going to help him. Now, I'm not going to pick him up out of the crate either. So many of us want to handle our dog through everything. That puppy just learned how to step down by me just having my hand on his collar, give him a little gentle nudge. That puppy just did a learning process on his own that if I had picked him up and brought him out, he wouldn't have had the opportunity to do. So let's take advantage of those. I mean, this is an opportunity right here just to get him stepping up. Let's try it, Kennel. I'm going to get his front feet up and be ready for him when he tries to avoid it. Kennel. I didn't push him all the way in, and that's what's so important with this. I've got him started. I'm just keeping pressure on him. I'm not letting him avoid it. I'm not letting him fly away from it. I'm just keeping the pressure on, and so the only option he has is to give in and go. So let me just try and show you that one more time because I think it's very, very important. So many of us just, boom, push that dog in, and that still hasn't taught the dog to do it on its own. Kennel. So he wants to go the other way. I'm just going to keep him in line. If I was on the level ground, we'd be in the same spot. And he finished the work. Everything we do with our young dogs should be with the understanding, I want to show them what to do, but they need to do the work. I need to have them understand how to do that themselves. How do I fix this request? Or how do I comply with this request myself rather than always being led around, being pulled around and led around and showing how to do that. So that's what we've got with our crating. It's just build on it, build on it. I've got 3 dogs at home. My wife and I have 3 dogs at home. When we're not home, they're in crates. They sleep in crates at night. Yeah, as our dogs get older, and they're that 6-year-old dog, 7-year-old dog that you know, they're the top dog in the pack, they start sleeping upstairs in the bedroom on a dog bed. That dog will. The others are still in their crates. We don't have resentment. We don't have issues. We have happy dogs that love being with us. We spend plenty of time on the sofa with them every evening, on the weekends. I mean, we're always doing field work with them. So there's not resentment. We can't look at these as a punishment device. These are a tremendous training tool. And again, if you have to travel, you're probably going to have your dog in a crate. The analogy that I give to people all the time is you have an emergency within your family where you have to make an unexpected trip. Now you need to kennel your dog. If your dog can't even do this, it's going to struggle at a kennel, being left in a kennel environment. If my dog is comfortable with this, I take them to the kennel. Yes, they're going to take a day to acclimate or so, but they're going to be okay because they're used to this confinement. So very, very, very important. Please, please, please use your crates.
Well, I hope you enjoyed part one of foundation training for your puppy with Mike O'Donnell. It's very important that you shape the behavior of these pups so your future training goes well. Make sure you watch part 2 and part 3 also. Foundation Puppy Training with Mike O'Donnell. Bird Dogs Afield, presented by Native Performance Dog Food and brought to you in part by RST Shot Chills, Mud River Dog Products, Pete Shoe Dryer, Thorogood Footwear, and Merkel Shotguns.